Okay.
Do it again.
Okay.
Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Luba.
And my name is Striker, and we got a real doozy of a video today, don't we?
Doozy. But you always come with this word that I don't know. What does it mean?
It's like a whole other language. To be honest, most of the time I don't know what those words are either.
Doozy, schmoozy.
Doozy, it means like something interesting, something good. So this
Too good to be true.
Too good to be true. But you know, we hate doing videos about scammers. You know, we hate it. We're tired of it, but we do it, and you know, it does help some guys. And sometimes in some of these videos, actually, you know, I'd like to call it on the scam videos.
Yeah, me too. Because I've been dealing with that for so long, and nowadays, like, I'm so happy that I actually helping couples and I helping guys. I make sure that everything is good. Of course, sometimes somewhere something can be like, but most of the time everything is good, and like I work so closely and so hard, like long hours with agencies to make sure that there is no these girls. But like, to be honest, like, your idea is kind of like interesting, and I think that the guys will enjoy this video because Striker came with the names for the different type of scammers.
Well, yeah, but I didn't come up with them. They just sort of like gradually over time.
But nobody called them like that. It's just scammer and scammer. It's boring. But we decided to entertain you a little bit today.
Yeah.
And give you some.
To tell you what the scammers are. And sometimes we use the words, and people say in the comments like, what's this draw card that you talk about? What's the draw card scammer? And it's, what do you mean you don't know the draw card scammer? Come on. So we thought that we would tell you what the scammers are, and there are 6 of them all up. Some of them sort of melt and sort of integrate into some of the others. But one thing I want to say here is that we don't want you to get too sensitive about scams, right? Like, we call it hyper scam. Sort of in our course we talk about it. Guys can sort of pick, like, she's a scammer because she did this. Like, really, like, you need to relax, especially if you're with us. Relax. Scammers to date is 0, so we've been pretty happy about that.
If there's any red flags, our guys usually call us, and like we figure it out. And even like that day, it was a situation when even I was like hyper scam sensitive, but then we talk and like
we figure it out.
You figure it out. So basically, but you need to know.
Luba comes flying in and does roundhouse kicks.
You have my
if anything is going to be going down. But okay, so let's talk about the first one, and these are in no particular order. And at the end of it, I'm going to tell you which one of these 6. Which one is the worst, and I'm going to ask you which one you think is the worst, which is more detrimental to your success, right? Number 1, the Forward Girls. This is the first name that I came up with, and I didn't realize that what they were at the time. It was when I went to one of these large socials. There was like 400 women there. You were there too, so 401. And I didn't know what they were. All I thought about the next day was, man, some of those chicks were pretty forward, you know? And I didn't understand why they were so forward until, I guess, maybe a week later or something. In one of my first videos I made on the channel, I talk about the Forward Girls. And, well, why don't I ask you about the Forward Girls? Like, you've been to many of these socials. You've seen a few of them.
Yeah. Okay, forward, it's like I'm an exam, like forward girls are it's the girls who know what they're doing. They are very knowledgeable about like all the dating you know, dating kind of events. They know what to do. They are very active, and active not like that they go to the gym. They're usually good looking. They can be different age. They can be really young, and they can be even older. But
I'd just like to point here, the older ones used to be young. And unfortunately, the young forward girl became an old forward girl. Doesn't pay as much. Revenue is down.
Striker.
The quarterly reports down. Anyway.
Yeah, so they're pretty active. They understand that they don't have much time.
The old ones don't have much time before.
Stop.
Oh, you mean at the social?
At the social.
Okay, and I just want to make it clear for everyone.
Try.
Okay.
So yes, and they know what to do. They're pretty active. They come to you and they start talking to you. They ask you the right questions. They write like amount of questions. So the guys, especially
they're very
the guys,
forward.
Especially the guys who are first time, they are just like, they fly away with them, like they just blow away from all the serious other girls. And because these girls take all his time, and her only reason is and like idea is to take you away from that event as fast as possible. They also sometimes just like when they see that you're talking to some other ladies and they waiting and want your attention, so she may give
like
you
a vulture. waiting for the car to drive away from the roadkill so the vulture can pick it up.
So she can give you like her phone number and like some pink card or something, or her business card, or even sometimes she said like this, they would speak English, so she would come and she will give you her phone number, and she will insist on you putting there and message her back, so she has your number as well. But some guys, like, it's absolutely inappropriate attitude, like they think like what is going on, because like you know what you're looking for and you will not be blown away by this action. But some guys, they think, oh, you know, this girl is like pretty good, pretty active, because serious girl will just sit there in a corner and just wait until you achieve.
So I guess if we were to summarize that, the forward girl, she has one objective, and that is to make sure that she either takes you away from that event as fast as possible, but that's actually pretty hard for her to do. You know, that's like winning the lottery ticket to take you away from the event straight to a
it happens.
I've heard about it. But really, it's just to implant her phone number into your phone, her face into your mind, so that you take her out on dates for the following week.
It's not a fake boob.
We're trying to have a serious video.
Okay, next.
Implants. Yeah, it is.
Boobs.
She's trying to get implants.
And she's trying to get implants as well.
We need to put another one on the books here, like the implanter. Okay, so anyway, but the forward girl, like, it doesn't stop there. This is the gateway scam. It's not even a scam, really. It's just a foot in the door to get you to go to one of the other scams. So a forward girl is always one of the other scammers. Next, no particular order. The pro dater. Okay, this is the one that we talk about the most. You probably know what the pro dater's
it's like professional dater.
Yeah, so she's usually they get integrated into this sort of scam world by either a friend, maybe they joined the agency's like, yeah, these restaurants here will give you 20% back, or this shop here will give you 20% back. This is how you do it. It's really simple. The guys from the West, they're really silly, just brown stuff here, and you know,
you like it,
but bat your eyelids, and that's how you do it. And she does it once, and then she is sucked in. And we know women that have quit their respectable jobs just to get money from the restaurants or to do the pro dating. So pro daters do this professionally. This is their main source of revenue. Yeah,
unfortunately, yes.
Yeah, so
feel creepy.
Feel
creepy to talk about them, but yeah.
Feel creepy. Oh. No, I love it. I'm in my zone. I've been waiting for this video for a long time.
Okay. Anybody else, or just two?
No, I don't know. Well, anyway, so that's what the pro dater is. Okay, the pro dater is the one that's going to waste the most amount of your time, and she will make you think that there is a possibility of a relationship, and you may think that if you go to these restaurants she wants, buy these things that she wants, take her on these holidays that she suggests, maybe even think it's your idea, but she is, one of the worst, I think, but not the worst, or is it? I don't know.
And she's very acknowledged, like she know which buttons to press, because a lot of guys, like, she's been on dates so many guys, she collected all the little things that guys really like in her.
The giggling, the playing with the boobies.
Not even that.
The batting of the eye. Oh, you don't think so?
No, I haven't been on a date with her, but
you know what I mean. Like, they know how to, like, make the guy feel
kind of like bluer, she make him feel dizzy, and like she like put.
She makes him feel special.
And
quite often, some of the guys that date some of these older ladies, like, they haven't had much attention or anything like that. Maybe they've been through a bad breakup, whatever. And this is really nice for them.
But
and they play on that.
But this is only for the short period of time, until she, like, when she understands that you're not giving her what she wants. It's pretty much will end very fast. Yeah.
So that's the pro dater. We pretty much, hopefully we know what that is, don't we? Everyone knows what that is. Okay, the next one.
Look at his face, like it's just
it's just funny. It's just funny, that's all.
Okay.
So the next one is the Groomie.
What does it mean?
You know what the Groomie is. So the Groomie, okay, so put it this way. So the forward girls work the socials, right? And the Groomies, they work other means to get in front of you, but usually while you're out of the country. So it can be on Tinder, it can be from letter writing sites, it can be from some of these free sites that are out there. It's just any way that guys go where scammers can, well, guys go where every other guy has gone, and the scammers wait there, right? So the groomie plays like a really long game. So they don't really ask for money. They know that you're going to be coming over at some time. They may even want to pick you up from the airport. They definitely fall into the realm of the pro data, 100, almost, I'm saying 100%, 100%. And they will wait till you get here. They will spend a lot of time, I guess, grooming you, telling you nice things, sending you pictures. And sometimes this is not even the girl itself, but maybe the owner of the agency. So it can
make you believe that you're coming to meet her, and you you kind of she communicate with you so much, and she asks so many questions, and she make you believe that you don't need anybody else. That's why we always say have a plan B, because sometimes it's very we have a call with the guy, and it's very difficult to tell him forget about this, just forget, because he invests so much money and time in this girl, and he think no, Luba and Striker they don't know what they're talking about. I mean, okay, if you want to think so, but honestly, she will make sure that you believe in her totally, and we know that. But the reality is that it will be a very short.
Yeah, and it's a hard one because even with us, sometimes we talk to guys. They call us and they say, look, there's this woman that I met, and we asked this series of questions, and one of them obviously, of course, is how much money are you giving her each month? And it's because we want to figure out what's her incentive, what's keeping her on the hook.
Yeah,
or you're on the hook, I suppose. And if the guy says nothing and he's telling the truth, and we never know if he's telling the truth, we can sort of pick it sometimes.
Sometimes guy he ashamed to say that.
And he wants to kind of hear what he wants to hear. But if he's not paying any money. And it's hard to pick this one, right? Because he doesn't know. He's going to get there and everything seems great. She's picked him up from the airport, which can be a big red flag as well. And then tomorrow they're going to be meeting and they're going to be going somewhere. And so we do talk about ways to avoid identifying this really, really quickly, even if it is a groomie. But they play the long game. And quite often it's, you may be on a dating site, don't even dating sites, but a letter writing site, and then you want to get off it, and maybe you've paid the $400 buy contact fee, whatever it is, and you're off that site, and you're I'm emailing her, right? Which is terrible. But even if it's one better than that, because it's not 1995 and we have these things called apps, I message her on Viber, and she's never asked for anything. She's always asking how I am, and there's never any.
They're a little bit longer game.
They're very, very, very good. And then obviously you're going to come here, and then she's going to just run the pro data game, and she may get, she's built up this trust and this confidence. No. She turns down the small things to play the long game. Is probably the best way to say it. Anything to add against the groom? And actually, what about this one for a good groomie? We were at the airport, weren't we? Not too long ago. Remember that? And there was a guy there. And he was kind of lost. He was looking at his phone and he was looking around, and Luba said, hey, look, this guy's waiting for a lady or whatever from one of the websites. I said, hey,
I was staring at him so bad that he actually came and he put his phone next to him.
Yeah. He thought that maybe Luba's. Anyway, so then he, I said to Luba, this is what we do. Here's the puppy stuck in the drain. We got to save this guy.
Go to this.
Yeah. So Luba said to him, went over to him and said who are you waiting for? And he knew straight away, didn't he? Because then you said to him.
He was very. I said, which website did
you said which website?
He was like.
He was worried. And so Luba was trying to talk to him what you're doing is you've been groomed, and you've been told you've been meeting a lady at the airport, which the groomie didn't follow through on it, most likely because it was the agency owner or whatever.
This was ridiculous. I still can't, I don't know what was the reason to make him okay, to meet him, but why she didn't show up, or maybe she forgot, or maybe this is ridiculous when someone tells that.
She didn't forget.
But how can you leave the person? How
he was writing to a fake photo, and there's no way
how
that photo.
Soulless you should be to just let person who came to another country to wait here at the airport and not have no intentions even to come, because I think that he was not even on that flight that we was waiting the guy from. He was on the previous flight, so he was there for a good hour or hour and a half before.
I don't know, but we got some insight after we spoke to him anyway, and he went straight back to that thing anyway. But anyway, so yeah, he was groomed, and he didn't even get. But to be honest, it's probably better that she didn't meet him, because it would have just cost him more money anyway. But the problem with that is that he would have gone straight back to his hotel room, which we took him to, and he didn't even say thanks, did he?
It's okay, it happened.
Anyway, And he would have gone straight back onto that site and gone, hey, what's happened? She would have gone, oh, I'm sorry, my dear, my car broke down, my mother is sick, blah, blah, blah. And the game would have started again.
And nothing we could, like, no matter what we're going to say,
we told him so much
will
stuff.
Believe only in what he wants to believe.
And in fact, he may even ask her, I met 2 people who said that you're a scammer, and she'll say, no, bat eyelids, brown stuff here, beautiful woman, he'll believe her. Anyway, that's how that goes. So, after the Groomies, we don't, well, that's enough about them for now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Make me sad and sick.
Oh, and sick. Sad and sick.
Yes.
It's a bad combination. Okay, so the next one is the gold digger. Now, we have gold diggers in the West. They're in every country, to be perfectly honest. And the thing is, the difference between the gold digger and the predator is sneaky like a snake in the grass. Pretending to be nice. Pretending to be a piece of a stick. And you're like, oh, that's a nice stick. And then it will bite you. Usually, gold diggers, they kind of know they're gold diggers, and they think that they have a very high inflated sense of self-worth. They believe that they deserve it because they're offering something to him, which is just her beauty, which diminishes over time. But she believes that she deserves to be spoiled because she's spending time with this guy, right? So, I mean, I don't think gold diggers really fall into the category of scammers. As such, I think the majority of gold diggers are kind of proud that they're gold diggers. They flaunt that shit. They're driving the Merc. They're driving, they're like, yeah, look what I've got. It's not like they're, oh, I'm so poor and sick and please give me.
No, they're very proud of themselves usually. They want a lot. They look good. They take care of them.
They take care of themselves. They're usually the trophy wife,
Yeah, they're like narcissistic for sure, because the only thing that they care about is like how they look like, how their hair looks like. They usually have like this hair extension, eyelashes extensions, like boobs extensions, everything. Extensions.
Boobs extensions?
So they are very, very much like care about themselves because they are selling themselves, and it sounds ridiculous.
They are the product and they are the value.
They are the product, they are the value, and there are some guys, to be honest, who wants that. They want, like, they have money and they want to buy. Why not? Like, and if it is a product, then it should be bought. And so, but there are some other guys who are just looking at but gold diggers, like from all type of scammers, I think that guys figure out the fastest. They figure out like pretty fast, and so they not keep in touch with these girls at all.
Yeah, I think there's also some confusion between predator and
I think
gold
it's the
digger.
safest for our guy because he can meet,
he
will see, and then he will never meet.
Easiest to identify. Very easy to identify. And to be honest, like, we don't really sort of hear about the gold digger much. Just like very rarely, and sometimes it's I think it's more about the value. Sometimes guys, she's a gold digger, but maybe he was just looking unreasonable for the girl, and like she just decided. And I think sometimes when he says, she's a gold digger, she just wants fancy dinners, well then she's basically a predator, you know, because like even if there's no money in it for her, no real value in it for her going out for dinners, she's not really going to go out for fancy dinners just to eat fancy food, is it? Like, not really. Like, she's not going to play that for a long time.
But to be honest, like, I have a different opinion. I have opinion about like the restaurant that we always say don't go to the fancy restaurant for the first date and etc. But and it's a little bit different. And I talked to this guy who are in Ukraine at the moment. I told him that he said, Luba, but I hope that girls understand that first it's just a meeting, not a date. And because he has like set up like 3 dates or like 4 dates or whatever number of dates, for him it's just a meeting. It's like introduction, fast to get to know yes, no, yes, like who he likes, who doesn't. But for the girl, he's the only one. So when she going to meet him, she actually going on a date. And so she considered that as a date a little bit, maybe not even a little bit. So the girl wants to go on a date, and like of course she doesn't want to go. I think that girl, like if you're in a good relationship, she may go to some okay place or some like fast food place, or like Ukrainian we have like Pozada Khata, everybody know, like she may go there with you later when you're like walking by and you're very hungry and you want to eat some borscht quickly and go like further.
How do you eat borscht quickly? It takes ages to eat it. It's hot and it's wet.
We have a very
like me.
So yeah, and the girl wants to go on a first date. She wants to go somewhere nice because for her, and especially now a little bit, you know, they don't go anywhere because of pandemic. They want to see something nice. And if you are knowing that this is like serious setup, like if it's a serious date, like normal agency, then of course do it. Like for you, it's not going to be much significant difference in price. But if the girl is only like insisting on her place, like this I don't like the most, when she's insisting on her place and there are reasons for that.
Her place or her restaurant?
Not her place, her restaurant.
She's insisting on her place. It sounds like things are progressing quite well.
Okay, so yeah, gold diggers.
Anyway, okay.
But
so,
gold diggers, yeah, I think it's the easiest for the guys. They know pretty
yeah,
fast.
I don't even class them as scammers at all. Like
Yeah.
I just put them
They
there
just
because I want
want
to
what they
differentiate
want.
it from pro data. Okay, so the next one still isn't really a scam, or it can lead into a scam as well, but it's not necessarily anything that's really going to waste your money, but it may waste some of your time, and that is the draw card. So I mentioned this one quite often in videos when we talk about agencies, that all agencies have draw card girls, right?
Yeah.
And it's true, all agencies have draw card girls. So the draw card is the nice looking girls or girls on the websites that are meant to grab your attention when you're perusing through all these sites. Because if you can imagine, there are so many websites that guys are going to be looking at, right? And it falls back down to the brown stuff here that we talk about, or Luba talks about, because they're all fighting for your attention, right? Now, even though websites, some websites have letter writing, some don't partake in it at all, some do, but you'll never know about it because they don't advertise it. It's just the way that everything works. With the draw card, they have to put beautiful pictures on the front of the website to compete with the, say, bad website. So if there's a website that's like a full-on letter writing site, they Photoshop the shit out of their girls, so you start writing to those.
But it's marketing. It's marketing as well.
It's marketing, yeah, of course. So then good websites have to compete with that. So if they put like non-Photoshop photos of legitimate ladies on there, where are guys going to go? Are they going to go here or are they going to go there? So they put up the draw cards, and the draw cards quite often are not available, or they are so enticing, they go on so many dates, like our friend lovely Elena from Kiev. If you don't know who she is,
But
just Google Elena Kiev.
wait.
Well, there's heaps of them there. I'm not
Okay,
pointing
Google
something
it.
out. Just Google it and you'll know what I'm talking about. So they get so
I would request the recent
entwined.
pictures. Like if you're really curious about the draw card, you'll like check her availability by asking the recent pictures, because she can be on the website for
years.
I mean, even this this lady, Lynn, like how long are these pictures? Like she doesn't.
Well,
I think
they're-
recently she doesn't
yeah.
even look like that anymore.
Well, when a guy like comes to us, like we have like some online tools that we can, and maybe I'll make another video about it if you guys want to know, like see how long a profile has been online for, and we can check some other things as well, even like checking down to like the data that's inside some of these photos. So we do a lot of research when we do this, and we go back to the guy and we say, you know, she's been single in the same age for the last 6 years. Are you sure you want to meet her?
Remember, we found one website and they like Circle found the previous version of this website and they put the age younger than it used to be like 5 years ago.
Yeah, she was aging normally. It was like, oh, everything's going well. And then they must have realised that, oh, hang on, she's getting too old. We're going to have to pull it back a bit. And it was like, they wanted to work with us.
Yeah.
And we were like, yeah, we've got a couple of criteria here, and it's one, you can't be full of shit. So it's pretty simple, really.
Okay. My favorite one next.
No, we haven't finished with this one yet, have we? The draw card, have we?
Yeah, but yeah, it's like
it's basic.
It's
yeah.
basic. It's like the girl who is on the website on a front page.
It's the Big Mac outside on the poster of McDonald's. No, it's not, because that's actually available inside, but it's just a shittier version.
Yeah, this we can't promise like will she be available or no, but this is something for grab your attention. And sometimes you see the same girl like over and over again. And I've been recently talked to one of our guys, and he said, Luba, you know, I'm doing that for already like 2.5 years, and I see the same ladies on the websites all the time. And I say, you know, there's not like that amount of guys who are grabbing them so quickly, but yeah, just be careful with this.
And I'll also just add there, sorry to interrupt, but this is what I'm going to say is very important. Even if she's on the front of the website, if she's getting so much traction and so much attention from the guys, even if she does get married to a local guy, or a guy from Turkey, a guy from New Zealand, which probably wouldn't happen because it takes so long to get there, but she may already be taken, but she had so much attention, they're not going to take her down.
It happens sometimes. It's, to be honest, difficult to get out of this website.
Yeah, and she may have even, I mean, like we know...
I don't want to go through deeply in this story, how I was on a website and like I can't enter the event without...
Well, that's how we met.
No.
Yeah, I was writing to you for... Wasn't I? I wrote to you for like 2 years and then you were supposed to meet me at the airport, right?
No. Come on. But yeah, like it's impossible to make them delete you from the website.
Yeah.
Most of the time.
But not even that. One of our partners that we work with, her girls we found on another, like...
With whom you've been talking for 2 years? Except me. Okay.
Well, that's the whole thing. It's just, I don't know anymore. But we found ladies from one of the partners that we work with. Remember on another person's website, kind of a famous person, not famous, but like on YouTube. But and she didn't even know that her girls were on there. And it was like, so even though the girls on this one were good looking, this other person took them to be the draw card girls.
Yeah.
So if you went to meet them, she would say, oh, they're in relationships, or they're not available, or they're not interested. But what about these ones? So the draw card girl sucked you in, and that's the idea behind the draw card girl. It's just basically just to grab your attention and then filter you through and build a relationship. Not necessarily a scam, but just something that you need to be aware of. Now, next one, we're going to talk about the fixer.
It's my favorite one. It's kind of bad.
Go on then, you tell them about the fixer.
No, it's kind of bad, but it sometimes happens when...
You can do it. Tell them. They need to know. They deserve it.
They definitely do. But it's sometimes when the guys was coming to these big events, and there's like they send a huge list of like girls they want to meet, and it's happened like everywhere, not just with the big companies, like everywhere. It just so nobody available for them. And it's either because they're unreasonable, unrealistic, or they choose somebody. And this is big mistake. Like instead of like talking to the guy and say, listen, like you choose the ladies, and like none of these ladies would like to meet you, but it would be good. Like if like it would be the good agency would say that. The other agency just understand that they can't even reach these girls. They don't even know them, and so
they may be the draw card girls
or whatever. And so they say, you know, we have. I don't know,
Elena from Kiev.
So we have this girl, and the guy who is not following the channel, is not watching the videos, reading the books, he say, you know, she looks pretty, and you know, to be honest, I did this like sometimes before. Like
get the fixer onto it.
No, because I need to arrange, like, because otherwise they will not pay me, or they will blame me for not like, and the guy will complain, and so we have to like, and we have a list of ladies that will go and
basically the fixer will clean it up.
Is a friend of the agency. She will go.
She'll go anywhere as long as she gets money from the restaurant.
Yeah, either for taxi or for anything.
So basically, she's the if a guy goes somewhere and he pays for some sort of package and he has 5 dates and they can only find 2 dates for him, you know, they'll have to like call in the fixer or the fixers and say, look, you need to take him out on a date. Go to this restaurant, you know, they don't need to explain it to them. They already know the game. But the fixer is basically a bullshit date to keep the guy happy.
You know, Striker, thank you so much.
What?
No, I'm just happy that, you know, I don't have to deal with that anymore. It's really like, it's like, it just said spank bank or whatever, like, but this is my spank bank, like horror ones. No, I mean...
You don't understand
okay, then
what
forget
spank
about
bank
it.
means.
No, it's like memories.
Oh, memories. Crikey.
No, I mean, like the bad memories that I have about this industry.
Okay.
Okay, sorry about that. Forget about this. You
Luba, I was trying to explain to Luba what a spank bank was, if you guys know what that is. She thinks it's bad memories. Okay, anyway, never mind. Look, we're having a serious video, right?
No, but you know what I mean. Like, it's a memories that I have that I know it, like, I want to get rid of them. I want to forget them. I want to, like, I don't want to be associated with that, because it was a bad time. Like it gave me experience, it gave me everything, but like to understand that I have to push somebody, just meet her. She's nice. It's terrible, and she's not necessarily like this fixer is not necessarily a scammer. She would just go with anybody, and to be honest, like she's usually motivated to date somebody. T-Bone, like she's motivated to go on a date, like because she wants to find, and usually like she's not most of them she's she's not a forward girl at the event, so she doesn't like to rush, but she enjoy when somebody calls her and say, can you go on a date? So she would be 99% available. And so it's good for agency to have this girl. Is she serious? Maybe. Would you like her? Also, like, we never know, but this is type of girl that is not there for your request, like because you was asking about her. It's just because they give you as a fixer, as to make you happy, as to keep you busy for 2 hours, and they not hear about you.
And to be honest, she's probably the least damaging. You know, if she's not actively going out, she's not that sinister. Like, she's just
no, she's going out pretty often. Like, if they need a fixer.
No. I mean, sorry, to the socials and things like that. If she's not going to those, like those girls can be the most sinister and kind of like, you know, the worst ones. But I mean, if she's a fixer, quite often it's become because the guy's unrealistic or unreasonable, and they what are they going to do? Tell the guy to get lost, or say, hey, look, there's a girl here, she's single. You know, without saying, you know, she's going to take her to a restaurant and get paid. Like, but they have to do something. I'm not saying it's right at all. I think that it would be better if they said, look, we can't find the extra dates. Here's your money back. You're being unrealistic.
Nobody will do
now,
that.
would they? Well, no, of course, but we would, wouldn't we?
Yeah, but I mean, the agency, they can't, because there's so many layers, and like, if I want to give him money back, like if I want to give somebody money back right now, and we did it, like we do it because like it's our decision. When you work for the big company, there's like so many layers. Like, how will you
affiliates on affiliates? Yeah.
So why would you?
So it gets messy. So they just do that. The guy goes home and thinks, oh yeah, whatever. You know. So that's the fixer, isn't it? Interesting one. Not really that bad, but can waste time and money.
I'm getting sad.
And
like,
sad.
let's finish. Like, whatever. What else?
What do you mean you're getting sad? This is amazing. I've got another 16 to go. Okay.
Maybe the last one. It's like a person who play a
That's
long
all of them,
game.
right? Isn't it? The Dangler. Are you talking about the Dangler?
Oh, kind of, yeah.
Ah, the Dangler. Okay. So the Dangler can be quite destructive to your own personal well-being. Your own mind can implode on itself. It's happened before. Men have disintegrated, never to be seen again because of a Dangler. So the Dangler, right? So this is where you're in the grey area between a relationship and not a relationship, right? And it can be very difficult to figure out if you're in it or not. In our course, we talk about, you know, defining relationships, and so many guys get stuck in this. And even when I was doing the free calls, just me talking to guys 2 years ago, whenever it was, a lot of it was this, right? It was guys that were like, no, I know she liked me because she came in to meet me in Greece and we had an amazing time together. She brought her kid, but she was on her period and she slept in a separate bed and blah, 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 right? So these women, they become the Dangler because they're dangling the carrot in front of their face. That's why I call them a Dangler. You might have another reason for it, but they dangle this carrot, like you're almost there, but there's something else. Maybe they need money for something, or like the level of scamminess can be very minor, all the way up to paying $2,000-3,000 a month for whatever, or paying for some sort of treatment for her grandmother, whatever it is. They're like playing the opposite of the Groomie. It's like the other side of it, and quite often the Groomie can turn into the long game. And what happens is you just end up wasting not just months, but we've seen years on this shit, right? Like years of the guy thinking he's in a relationship. If he'd done our course, we would be able to tell him what is defined as a relationship from her point of view.
Like usually for the guys who are very immature in a relationship and they don't really understand what does it mean real relationship.
Not immature, not experienced.
Not experienced, yeah.
Not experienced,
Not experienced, because they think that this is relationship, and she make him believe that this is relationship when she's not sleeping with him, when she's not kissing him, when she's like not spending time with him. She make him
when
believe.
She's a good girl.
She's like
she
make you believe.
So this one is dangerous too, but just the worst thing about this is like guys pay this monthly like support.
Yeah,
this really pisses me off. Like, what was she doing before?
And he tried to just seduce her by these like expensive vacations, or even like take her away. And he got, like, we got a call like long time ago with a guy who invest in this long gamer Dangler $25,000. Remember? And I said, but I know this guy. I knew him before. He was from one of the big companies, and then he became our client. But I was shocked when he told me. So she was from there. Like, first of all, I was shocked that nobody protect him. Nobody kind of like helped him. Nobody cared. Like, and he can't go and say like, listen, this girl like scammed me for this money, because he kind of did it by himself. And then I said, but listen, you're like entrepreneur. Like, you are so rich. You live in this big house. You have so much goods. You have big team who works for you, who respect you. Why did you do that? Like, how could you invest so much money? And it was like iPhone, and then she can't find job. He bought her iPad. MacBook, and then the office all of a sudden got robbed.
Then she couldn't find her Bitcoin, so he bought her a Bitcoin.
Yeah, then she got like the office got robbed, and she need another phone, another computer.
Yeah.
And I said, how could you do that? And he was like, trust me, he was not dummy. He was not like like some silly. He was a very good, and he is like a very good looking man who is in a happy relationship.
He's a high quality guy.
Yeah, but he said, Luba, like, and because he's from other world, he say, Luba, I thought that I'm investing in my future, like it's my wife, and I want her to be happy. I want her to be successful at work. I want her to be smiling, to be happy, to be joyful. So he was not even thinking that possibly she can scam, because he said, I was investing in my woman, and like it has a lot of respect. I have a lot of respect for that. Unfortunately, he was just blind,
and it wasn't an unreasonable.
Yes, it was not. It was not. But
they were suited.
Yeah, but you have to be watching out for certain things, because when we start talking in depth, like what did he get from this relationship? Was he happy? Like, was she treating him well? Was there like closeness? Was there like warmth from her side? Because of course for him, like even this like big money for somebody, for him it's like it was okay. He was not like dying, and it was not like lost money. But did he get? And then his answer was no. He was like chasing. This was like that's why I like this Dangler word, because he was really like running. Now, okay, this will happen now. Just one more. Maybe 1 month, maybe 1 week. Yeah, next time I come, we will have it. Like, we will do it. So
the guy always feels like he has to. It's like he's always got to prove himself, and she keeps it at that sort of like that length of like, if you were in the classic saying, if you were a real man. How many times have we heard it?
Yeah.
This is how they break up.
And as soon as you say no, she will tell, oh, you're not a real man, you're not a man. But anyway, guys, this is our types of scammers. You wanted to say which one is the most dangerous?
Well, yeah. All in all, I mean, they're all pretty shitty. There is different levels. I mean, this is stuff that we just kind of like see along our path. You're not going to find it probably anywhere else, or there's no real meanings for them. But these are what we talk about when we talk amongst ourselves and with our members.
And
sometimes
we describe something.
Yeah, and which one is the worst?
John.
No, you go first.
For me, Dangler.
Dangler?
Yeah.
Interesting.
For you too?
Nah. Worst one for me is the Groomie. Because the guy is like so full of energy and life, and he really wants to do this, and he's saved up, and he's heard about it, and for some guys just go completely off the rail and do stupid shit. But for the guy that's serious, it can really crush his desire to do this, and he can never want to return again, and then he never gets to meet the lady that maybe was going to be good for him.
Yeah, he got disappointed. I agree with you. He got like, he really like, he has so much passion about that, and he coming to Ukraine, and then this happened, and he like discouraged, and he.
But I understand what you say about the Dangler. I think but for
Dangler, but Dangler is also bad, because I've seen it so many times, especially when it seems like he is like not drunk, but it's like he is under something, because like you tell him like, wake up, please look, like she's not this, she's not like, she's like playing this game with you, and he think no, everything like I will invest more, and will invest more. And it's usually happen, like it's usually finished when she finds somebody either better or something, or like she ending it up, because the guy is still like in this like glory, like pink word, that something will happen. He live in this belief and hope, and he live in this fantasy.
And actually, I would say, and that is probably sometimes the danger, is that like she'll break out with him by causing us some sort of bullshit fight, and then he'll think it's his fault, and then he's got his heart broken, and it takes a while to get over it. So anyway, we could talk about that for a long time, which we already have done.
Yeah, we hope you enjoyed this video. If you have your thoughts, please of course share them in your comments, and maybe we open we are eye openers for somebody who are in current relationship, and we help you to differentiate who is who. And we hope that our guys, the guys who join Hard Rocket, will never be feeling upset or sick by this sort of scammer girls. So Ukraine is beautiful. Even during pandemic, we still believe in best. We hope that New Year will bring us something fresh and something much more positive. So if you're thinking about coming to Ukraine, just give us a call, and we are here for you anytime.
And that was the 6 scammers that you have to watch out for. We'll see you next time.
Bye bye.